Better Homes, sponsored by Direct Line Home Insurance.
Welcome to Better Homes. This week we're in Preston in Lancashire. We've got two huge makeovers to do for two lovely families. So let's meet them.
Give it a big throw.
Trudie and Lloyd Thompson have been married for 15 years and they've got a gorgeous 3-year-old son called JJ. JJ's arrival was extra special as it came after 12 years of IVF treatment. So Lloyd wants to say a big thank you to Trudie for making him a dad. Just around the corner live the Bagley family, Mum Leanne, Dad Brian and 3-year-old Josh. Leanne and Trudie met when they were both working as legal secretaries and their husbands are now good friends, even though one's a huge Preston North End fan and the other supports Bolton. Brian actually proposed to Leanne at half-time on the Preston pitch. Trudie and Lloyd moved here 3 years ago, but after spending their life savings on IVF, home improvements have had to take a back seat. Leanne and Brian live in this 2-bedroom Victorian cottage, and they did lots of cosmetic work when they moved in 5 years ago. They're still struggling for space, but they really don't want to move from the home they love.
Now, this kitchen was what sold you this house,
Yeah,
isn't
it was. It was the fireplace in particular.
Yeah.
Because it's at the old railwayman's cottage. But it's not really very practical.
Why is that?
We've got no drawers, and it's just not practical at all. And we haven't got any room to put the appliances.
And you haven't got much room for storage in the rest of the house.
Not really, no.
Fair.
Do you have a bit of a
Because you've only
problem?
got a little front room,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah.
OK, excuse me, mister. Show us the garden. I say garden.
Yeah.
It's just an enormous bit of concrete, really.
It is. I'm not very practical.
What do you use it for?
Just
Really?
the barbecues we use them really in the summer, and then that's about it.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous for
Yeah.
Josh.
And he's got nowhere to play, which is really important.
Because you've only got that kitchen, haven't you? And then
Yeah.
it's quite a small front room.
Yeah.
It is.
So you'd like here?
Yeah, to be
Conservatory.
beautiful. And so I can do my plants and, oh, yeah.
And what would
Yeah.
you use it for, though?
Well, barbecues and for Josh to play as well, that's important. Because he's got,
Yeah, if we had a conservatory, we said we'd live in it, didn't we?
yeah, live in the,
Made
like,
from the
leave it
back,
as a
front
living
into the
room.
back.
Why?
It's out of the way.
Yeah,
Bit of privacy in the back and what have you in it.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So you've got dining room here, lovely pillars here through to snug, and then the kitchen beyond.
Right.
What do you use these 2 rooms for?
Well,
Truth,
this room
truth.
gets used at Christmas, special occasions.
Yeah.
Children are playing in this room
Yeah.
usually, but outside of that, they're
Nothing
not
really,
used
is
at
it?
all.
It's a corridor.
We just sort of run through from the kitchen to the lounge, and
Because you've got the lounge over
Yeah,
there, haven't
yeah.
you? And your kitchen's over here. Let's have a little
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice big room, and because it's Victorian, of course, you've got these lovely high ceilings too,
But it's
haven't
so
you?
dark and so dingy, and
Yeah.
really we could do with more light coming in.
Right, ideas then. Ideas, what do you want?
Well, I would like this wall to come down.
Yeah.
To make this into like a huge big kitchen family
Open
area.
plan.
Yeah, with like a really nice fireplace and Arga cookers.
What about design ideas?
Front to ideas, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly,
Where
yeah.
are you?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
much front to
yeah.
ideas.
Very open-minded.
We like that.
Well, the ideas should come thick and fast this week, as Mr. George Bond takes on the huge task at Trudie and Lloyd's. And Leanne and Brian's railway cottage gets the once-over from our own Flying Scotsman, Mr. John Amarbely. Both designers will be fighting over our green-fingered genius, David Dominy, as I happen to know they both have plans for their gardens. But before the pleasure, the pain. It's time for some stripping out.
I don't think they know what they're getting.
Well, they're getting everything. They're getting the kitchen,
Yeah.
which will then be the dining as well,
Yeah.
and through into a beautiful conservatory, and the fantastic David Dominy is going to do it for me again.
The garden.
Yep. He's
So the
doing it
whole
too.
thing?
The whole thing. There's going to
I
be
love
tears,
it. Okay, talk
and
me
that's
through the
just me.
kitchen. And talk me through the kitchen.
Okay, this is a
Fine.
view standing at the kitchen door there,
Yeah.
looking through. So we're standing here just now. We're going to have a look through onto that conservatory, which is slightly Victorian in style.
What are you going to do in that lovely fireplace? Because that's the element that sold the house to them.
Well, that is such a lovely feature, but in scale I felt it was a little low. So what I'm hoping to do is raise that up so it's a much easier space to work at.
You're going to touch a fireplace?
We're just moving it up. We're just going to very carefully.
Same bricks?
Same bricks, just move the whole thing up. And then we'll put one of these ranges in there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so she's got that. And then have this lovely ceramic
Oh,
on the
that's
walls.
nice, isn't
And I
it?
might do something clever with the tiles on that shape as well.
Something clever.
Yeah.
So everything's being stripped here. Fireplaces out, columns out.
That's right, windows coming out here. We're going to have French doors here, leading into a lovely fantasy garden,
So this room is going to be,
dining room,
and that,
den, television.
Right.
So nice little snug area.
and what about going to his kitchen?
We're going to take that wall out completely.
Oh, no.
So you're going to have a huge dining area and kitchen.
It's going to be massive.
Massive
Let's have a
job.
little look. So through to the kitchen.
That's right.
Now this is a dark room.
A very dark room.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is take the ceiling out, open it all up, and put a big skylight in.
And what
Okay.
about the kitchen itself?
Well, we're having a handmade, hand-painted kitchen, okay? We're not, we're not going to use the normal tiles, we're going to use tongue and groove instead of tiles,
I see.
except for behind the cooker, because she's going to have a nice big range cooker.
What about the decorations then?
Well, the decoration is going to be really Victorian, but with modern furniture.
Oh, I see, but with
See
the
what
lovely
I'm-
brown
exactly.
leather, but modern chair.
But the fireplaces are quite modern.
Yeah.
So the combination should be good. Really good.
Should be.
Will be.
Thank you.
Will be good.
But there is a sting in the tail, as the gang have discovered a massive old bee's nest in Trudie and Lloyd's cavity wall. Luckily, there's one volunteer to take it out. Look at that. And with that safely out of the way, here come the new French doors. Outside, it's delivery after delivery for the yellow team. While inside, Leanne's prize fireplace has definitely seen better days. John, I just hope you know what you're doing.
3.5 hours since Leanne and Brian left.
Oh, we're fast.
Kitchen completely
Yep.
gone. New ceiling going in, even new kitchen units already.
Those
but
boys
what
are
I
good.
can't believe, few hours, the conservatory's complete.
I know. We're ready for the fancy bits.
Unbelievable.
But you know what my little threat is? I said
What?
to the boys, they'll find out about a true Scotsman if they don't get that built in time.
Why, what would you do?
Well, they want to know what's under my kilt. And
No,
that is a
no,
trade
no,
secret.
No, I really don't want to know that. So, garden.
Yes, well, it looks a bit basic just now, but what we're planning to do is keep that Victorian theme. So we're going to have a gazebo here, a water fountain here with some barrels.
Oh,
We're going to do some
lovely.
paving in terracotta, bring some blue in as well, and a patio or eating area over on that side as well.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
Look at this, Carol. Space.
You've taken the false ceiling out, gone right up to the top of
That's
the roof.
right to have. And then we're going to put a skylight in here, give them lots more natural light.
And this wall's coming out.
That's right.
So that will go into the new dining room.
Yeah,
And you've got to put a steel beam
beam
in, I
in
would have
there.
thought. Yeah.
That's right,
That's a
support.
supporting wall, isn't it?
that's right. And Dave's
Oh,
going to...
it's such a dirty job there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But look at you, completely clean.
No, I'm not, Carol. Just touch that. Quite.
So the wall comes tumbling down, but our man stays on the roof, carefully preparing a hole for the skylight. And as another lorry load arrives for the garden, it looks like David might have over-ordered on the trellis.
Not so happy with putting all the trellis this side of the wall because it looks a bit oppressive. Instead, we're going to mount it on top of the wall so we get this lovely weave effect without making too much of the wood.
So it means we'll still be able to see all this lovely brick then?
Still keep the brickwork there, which picks up quite nicely with the slabs that we've got behind.
Really nice, really nice. And the tone and the stain of this timber, is that the same for all the exterior woodwork you're doing?
We're going to have a slight contrast. We're going to have the lighter trellis work, but then we've got dark oak barrels for plantings and tubs.
Sounds like a barrel of laughs. Let's just hope Leanne's still smiling when she sees what's happened to her fireplace. But no doubt, Trudie and Lloyd will love their new hearth, complete with a beautiful bronze bowl.
Okay, garden's looking good, David. Taking shape.
It's getting there.
It is. You're going to do the fountains for me?
Absolutely. We're going to have a series of leaves set in there with water dripping down, but it's
Brilliant.
going on now.
But discreet.
Discreet, slightly hidden, a little secret out there.
That's what I want. And what about this?
Well, these are the cobbled effects that we're creating to make the space look a lot bigger. But once these slabs are in position, we're then going to add in a little bit of sand and cement to make it look as if they've been individually
put
placed.
in. Great.
George's kitchen miraculously appears, as do more plants and John's water feature. But where is John? He's inside, supervising. What would we do without him? And that George isn't much better. On the phone again. That's pizzas for 75, please, George. Good job someone's made the tea for the real workers. Ah, lovely.
Oh, George, I can't believe the difference.
Great, isn't it?
It's amazing. Do you know, it's nearly as good as mine.
Really, John? Thank you very much.
I can't believe it. I love those units.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? But since we opened up the ceiling, took the wall away, looks great, doesn't it?
I love it.
Loads more working space for us,
Amazing.
which you like. But the units are beautiful, aren't they?
Beautiful. You've done so much work.
Yeah.
Now I know where all my spare tradesmen have been. Coming
Yeah.
over here, putting on a red t-shirt and keeping me running behind.
Tough.
It looks like another night on the tiles over at John's. Remember the golden rule if you're laying floor tiles. If you want your room to look bigger, lay them diagonally.
What is that big steel wormy thing on your roof?
That's the chimney liner, Carol.
You've had to line the chimneys as well?
Both chimneys, yeah. There's a lot going on in the house, Carol. There's about 15 men working there at the moment. 6 girls.
Yeah.
I'm just approximating as well.
Is that why you've kept all this delicate...
Exactly. No room.
Having a bit of a nose
In
the van. All the delicate stuff's in here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And this is just one of the accessories.
I love
that's
this. This is
beautiful,
porcelain, isn't it?
Exactly.
This is not cheap, George.
No,
Will
thank
tea
you.
picker?
Yes, I will. Thank you very much.
So loads
indeed.
of work to do.
Lots of work.
You're
to
so
do.
excited about this, though, aren't you?
It's one of my better projects.
I know.
I hope.
Big job here. John's got so much work to do as well.
I know. Yes.
Big jobs everywhere. See you in a couple of minutes. Do you know what? It was the husbands who wrote to Better Homes to get us to come up to Preston. And Brian is just so romantic, isn't he?
He was really emotional even when I came along to visit them.
Oh, was he?
Really set me off.
Mind you, that's not difficult. He said here in the letter, he said, I love Leanne very much. She's extremely house proud, and to have you design something for her would be her dream come true. And then he says about Josh, you know, the 3-year-old, who's a lovely lad, isn't he? Gorgeous lad. And apparently Leanne had a few pregnancy problems, but he says Josh is the complete pinnacle of our lives.
Well, that's why we've put this in, because with him in mind, David has created this water feature. But it's safe, isn't it, David?
It is. We put a lot of cobbles in the bottom there to make it a little bit more shallow. But we've also got in some little fishes too, which we're going to put into the pond area.
Look,
there.
there's Carol going free.
Yeah, there's a little John
There's
there
a
under
little
that
David
rock.
over in the corner. That's me, the big one at the back.
With the spots.
Well, after the spots, the patterns. And this is George's Victorian-style wallpaper. It's fantastic. Meanwhile, that entire garden centre that David ordered finally starts to bed in.
George would like everyone to know he's very proud of his awning.
I am, and watch. All electronic
Yeah.
with light.
Lights.
So you can have this lovely private dining room
Yeah.
at night. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Sheltered.
It's automatic too as well. You've got the remote control there,
Yes.
but if the sun comes out,
It then does it automatically. You set this to automatic, and it just does it for you.
fantastic. But I tell you what, in the winter, this is a good idea because little JJ can play out here even if it's
Absolutely.
wet.
Yes, and these are all waterproof.
Home on the range time as Leanne and Brian's cooker finally arrives. And next comes this unusual but luxurious carpet, complete with a contrasting border, very stylish.
So you've taken this arch up here, but these are the original bricks, aren't they?
That's the original bricks. We've moved the whole thing up.
I love this.
Well, this is what I'm trying to do.
This range is fantastic.
It's great. I've got these old bricks and it's quite traditional, but I want to use these contemporary twists in this case. We've got the stainless steel here.
Gorgeous.
Just gives it a little bit of an
It's
edge,
gorgeous,
doesn't it?
and a light under there, so plenty of
Much
space.
easier to work in.
It's fantastic. Now, the big problem was drawers.
Yes.
As you know.
As I know, drawers are always a problem.
Yeah.
But
Ta-da!
we've doubled the storage, and look at that, even inside the drawers, it looks amazing.
So you can move this?
Yeah, and it fits all your knives and forks, whatever you want to lay it out with. And underneath, you've got another one.
Yeah.
for things maybe you're not using every day.
All right. Now, you've got rid of this semi-island, but it was a
Yeah.
return, really, wasn't it?
It was, and it
here?
actually cut the kitchen up.
Yeah, it did.
So what this has done now is open the whole area up, and we've actually centred the room now. So when my dining table sits here, we've actually got a little bit of a feature.
And you've got this lovely lamp coming
lovely
down
lamp,
as
and
well.
that'll sit above it. So
And more units over there.
more units over there, and that also means that she's doubled in the storage. She's got one of those pull-out pantry things she loves, but it looks like a piece of furniture, you know, like a larder or something, or a...
I know she needed a lot more storage space as well, because she's going to start studying soon, isn't
Exactly.
she? For exams and things. Fantastic.
I'm moving in.
The conservatory blinds go up and down at John's as Trudie and Lloyd's 100-year-old chandelier gets some TLC from an expert eye.
Michael, you've been round both houses now. As an estate agent, what do you think of the job that John's done?
Tremendous. But there is an old estate agency saying you mustn't spend too much money and outprice your house because of the location. So you mustn't spend £30,000 if you're only going to get £10,000 back.
Makes sense, yeah.
But on the other hand, when you've got a major problem like the railway line at the bottom of the garden,
yes,
you've got to make your house the best in the road. And that's what John has done here. The conservatory gives them the extra space.
Oh, yeah.
The kitchen, eye-catching. It's great. This now gives them a fighting chance of selling their house, whatever the market conditions are.
Trudie and Lloyd's house is in a lovely area to live, isn't it?
Yes, super. If you buy here, you tend to stay here. So therefore, you spend your money for the long term on those things which need improving. They've opened up the kitchen, the high ceiling. Best use of the third reception room, the double doors, making use of the patio garden. It's a house where you can spend your money and you'll get your return because you'll be staying here.
And George has spent money.
As ever.
He says he loves you very much, you're very house proud. OK, well, we hope you like what we've done. Open your eyes.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God, don't you appreciate what you've done for us? It's absolutely gorgeous.
Like that.
Yeah,
You like your cooker?
I do.
And your arch?
Yeah, yeah, it's lovely.
I've given you drawers and everything.
I know.
We've got drawers.
You've got
Bit of storage
You've got
space as well.
drawers, you've got a dishwasher, it's all in there. I'm going to show you the conservatory. Come through. Just look at this. Can you believe you were standing here on concrete, what, 4 days ago?
4 days ago.
I just can't believe how lovely it is. We're just going to have so many hours in here.
Can we? Like your water feature.
Oh,
You've
Let's
seen
go and
it?
have a look. Come on. It's got fish in it as well.
Oh,
Gosh, yeah.
oh, it's lovely. I just never thought it'd look like this.
Table.
Yeah. Oh, we can all sit out now.
I know.
Lovely. Oh, it's fantastic.
It's gorgeous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, well, don't thank me. Thank Mr. John.
We know, we Josh.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's
It's
gorgeous.
absolutely gorgeous.
There you go.
He's yours.
Thank you very much.
A pleasure.
It's beautiful.
What do you think of that?
What
do you think? Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's lovely. Thank you very much, John.
Are you glad you wrote in now?
Yes. For that reaction, yeah, I think so.
I just can't believe how nice it is. It's lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
John has transformed their cramped and impractical kitchen into a warm and cosy room at the heart of their Victorian cottage. The conservatory has added a much-needed downstairs room, and their old concrete yard is now a beautiful garden for all of them to use.
But they loved that, didn't they? Let's see what Trudie and Lloyd think. Well, the reason why we chose you to come on Better Homes was because of the letter that Lloyd sent us, and he says this would be the ideal way to say a huge thank you to Trudie for persevering all those years with treatment and making me a dad. So this is our little Better Homes surprise for you. Open your eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God, it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Can we keep
Gosh, you can keep it.
I'm speechless.
Got new fireplaces in it.
gorgeous?
Come with me.
Oh, oh, look at that.
Just come through into your kitchen and you can see it properly from back there.
True.
Oh my goodness me.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, God, you are a good cooker.
That is beautiful.
This is a handmade kitchen.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Me going as well now. Look at this, now look at this.
Oh, it's just fabulous.
So let's see your garden, come out.
Oh, wow.
Yes, come
Oh,
here.
look at that.
Come here, Lloyd.
Oh, look at those up there. Beautiful.
Do you want to say thank you to the man?
I do.
Georgie.
Where is he?
Oh, I do.
Gorgeous
I
Georges.
do. Sorry, I look such a mess.
Joy. What's she doing to you?
Sorry about it.
You guys all at it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just enjoy it.
Well, George has really done it this time. Instead of 2 unused reception areas, Trudie and Lloyd have now got a stunning living room with a warm light and fantastic dining room. And by removing the main dividing wall, the kitchen, complete with doors onto a new patio garden and fabulous skylight, will no doubt be where Trudie, Lloyd and little JJ spend many happy days in the future.
What a week we've had. Huge teams, gorgeous teams, fantastic jobs of work, may I say. But Brian and Leanne, I'm going to turn to you first. It's a moment of truth. How much is your house now worth? Well, it has gone up by £10,000 and it's now worth £60,000. Top job, top man?
Oh, I've had a great week.
You have, haven't you? He's had such a laugh this week. Now then, Trudie and Lloyd, your house has risen by £13,000. But wait for this, because you tried to sell it a couple of years ago, didn't you, for about £60,000?
About 69.
Yeah. It's now worth £115,000. I know.
Oh, we're not selling it now.
You're not selling it now, absolutely not. Well done, George.
Thank
so
you very
you've won
much.
this week.
Brilliant.
You've won this week. Now, details of both makeovers, if you want them, you'll find them on our fact sheet and on our website. Details of those just coming up in a minute. But for now, we have to say goodbye from Preston. But we'll see you next time on Better Homes. Goodbye.
If you'd like a copy of our fact sheet, the number to dial is 09065 540456, or you can visit our website at itv.com/betterhomes.
DS Reed was not doing anything illegal, and I